Hey everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Javier.
And we're going to be reviewing the new LEGO Marvel Superheroes video game. Spoiler alert, we spoil everything.
Why would we do? No, not really. We don't do that.
The new LEGO Marvel Superhero video game offers quite a lot more than what we were expecting out of it. There's voice acting, which, as many of you probably know, isn't quite a thing that we see in a lot of the LEGO games. And we also saw great gameplay, some really great new things.
Is that the Baxter building? Looks like there's something going on down there. Uh-oh. Looks like the Fantastic Four fan club's in town. Should be tricky landing in the middle of that crowd. You're right. Aim for the park across the street.
And we also saw really great cutscenes, like
Very, very good cutscenes.
a very compelling
You
story.
could tell that they actually cared about it. You know, they did research, and there was actually fans of Marvel comics, the movies, inside all these cutscenes. You could tell that there were some fans. Unlike traditional LEGO games, like the first one, LEGO Star Wars, there was some low points to this game, unfortunately. Like, one of the biggest ones to me has always been, like, the fact that they incorporated voice acting or talking, such as in the Batman one. For me, it kind of takes away from the experience, you know. The added in with the whole quirky thing. I mean, that's just me, like an old school take on it.
Get underway.
Why'd it take so long to plan?
Approvals, counter signatures, 4 rounds of notes. You can't believe the bureaucracy I deal with.
If Doom combines the power of the Tesseract with those cosmic bricks...
It could be very dangerous. He has to be stopped.
Yeah, it's...
No, not yet.
Are you going to tell them, sir?
One threat at a time, Coulson.
While me and Javier were both playing co-op, we'd actually found something that was a bit annoying to us, at least.
That, you know, if you play co-op, you'd notice that the split screen moves. Like, you know, your character is unbinded by each other, unlike the last games. And if they move far away from each other, there'd be a little split in the line. David will put a little scene here for us here. David, can you do that?
Yes, we're looking at it right now.
Thank you so much, David. And you'll notice if we start freaking out and moving a lot, that it starts to get a little nauseous from it going from horizontal to vertical, horizontal, diagonal, and stuff. It's a nice action effect, like gives to the comic feel, but it's a little confusing. And I only came on with this problem, but confusing, nauseous, and fortunately there's a setting to constrain it, like keep it on a horizontal setting, but...
So it's not too big of a deal then?
It's not too big of a deal.
Alright then. So, with the inclusion of amazing people like Stan Lee, I think this game really shines because of that. It really looks to Marvel and really gives a great look with the LEGO theme.
The game's typical LEGO. It's very charming, like... You beat Venom with dubstep, or it could be very cute as well. You know, like Thing and Abomination punching each other. Although awesome, I found it kind of funny at the same time.
So something that I noticed during the gameplay of the game is there is a lot of great things built using the LEGO brick. For example, like Magneto's Island was actually made using LEGO bricks, and it comes to your head and say, hey, I actually want to build that with LEGO bricks in real life. And I really, really like when they do that. However, like there's also a lot of the game is not really built using the LEGO bricks. It's, you know, built using like CGI software and etc. Bit of a downfall for me. I wish everything, you know, had the LEGO studs and it was all LEGO feel. But I understand why they had to do that, and it actually probably makes the game look better anyways. So something as me, for being a humongous LEGO fan, I really have to give props to the game makers for really staying true on all of the LEGO characters. They introduced so many new characters that we've never seen in LEGO form. All of the X-Men were pretty much made in LEGO form, in the minifigure form. We saw Abomination, we saw a bunch of villains. We saw Loki come back, even though we've actually had him as a minifigure. But we've seen a lot of brand new figures come into the video game, and it really is a great thing. For me, having a huge passion towards the Lego minifigure and seeing so many of my favorite superheroes and supervillains as the figure is really special.
Mr. Tittles, there you are, my brave comrade. What?
If you're just listening to this review just to go out, learn about the game, or you just want to know about how it is, I'm going to say this. It's a game worth buying. It's not the perfect, best Lego game in the world. I say that strictly because I love the old ones. But still, it's a good game. I'm going to say that. It's generally really good. Like, it's fun to play. It's confusing. There's challenge incorporated in it. It goes into adults as well as kids. The challenges that came in the game were challenging, obviously, but not just the kids. Like, there was puzzles along for adults, and you could use them to incorporate to powers. Like, typical Lego, typical TT. Like, they're good at innovation like that. I always respected that part as their little quirk for the game.
Nice hat.
Relax.
So, in addition, so when you actually do finish the game and you get all 250 gold bricks, which actually takes a really long time, we do know that it's been confirmed that there's going to be DLC, like the Winter Soldier and Falcon are going to be DLC packs, more figures and characters to play through the missions in a different way. And I really got to give props to LEGO and the makers of the video game TT for doing that. I think adding more and more figures from the Marvel comics, there's hundreds upon hundreds to thousands of comic book characters to be added, and it's really, really something, actually.
Convincing Dr. Dumb to do my bidding, and you never saw it coming. Now, behold my
Final opinion. So, in conclusion, I think both of us really enjoyed this game. It offered so much, enough that we actually had a really fun time playing it.
Not just enjoyment, like the game generally surprised me on how good it was. Like, it first started off as like, what, a 5, an average game, to like an above average game, up to like, what, an 8.9.
Yeah. And so for our final scores, I'm giving the game a 9 out of 10.
8.9 out of 10. To those above you two that are above the age of 18, I'm going to tell you why you should buy this game. You should buy the game because it's generally surprising. If you're a fan of Lego, buy it. If you're a fan of Marvel, buy it. If you're a fan of action, buy it. If you want challenge, buy it. It's a good game.
And for those of you who are under the age of 18, this still creates a giant challenge for you. There's all of that creativity with the Lego building, and you're just generally going to have fun as a kid. I know I did. I know, obviously, Javier here did. I also had some. We actually had 4 guys over. And we were all playing together, and everybody was having a fun time. We were like, oh my gosh, how do you solve this level? There was those challenges, and they state there, and they present problems, and it's actually really interesting to see how you and your friends will be able to solve it. But overall, it's just a great game, honestly. You know, from the beginning to end, from all of the added bonus features and all the things to keep you going, to keep you playing the game, is just perfect. It really comes down to that.
I love that they incorporated Deadpool into this game. Like, that, it surprised me a little bit that this was a game for kids. Deadpool's a fun character. I'm glad that he's being more recognized in the Marvel Universe, and I'm glad that he has a little moment, in each game with the camera, him falling off the elevator, and those are the only 2 memorable times I think of. I'm positive there's more, and the whole side quests with actually unlocking the guy, but come on. I with the whole cameos of him along with Stan Lee, I love too much, but why couldn't he be part of the story? I really wanted him to be part of the story, Marvel. Telltale Games, is that it? TT Games? Is that who made it?
Yep.
Good job. I appreciate that you put him in the game. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But why couldn't at the end he been like, haha, it's been me all along, and he takes the Tesseract and just make Deadpool land, or turn Tony Stark's Starkland into Deadpool land, and then it could be like, and that could be the whole side quest kind of thing, or DLC, or come on, this is a personal level, by the way, nothing wrong with this at all, but you could grind